Shalom. To start out foremost by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakadash. Salutation to the elders and apostles, GMS groups and ones alike, teach 100% truth. Shalom, Barakathum to them for the edification and knowledge. Give all praise to you. And double honors to the elders and apostles, GMS groups and ones alike, teach 100% truth. Shalom, Barakathum to them. And foremost, give all praise to Yahweh the Father and Yahushua the Son. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem Rakadash, the foremost. Now, lesson relating to Trump putting the COVID virus behind him, and continue on to the relating to the election, campaign for his election. I'm going to read a few verses. This is, I'm going to go to Isaiah 31. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because there are many, and the horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not into the Holy One of Israel, neither seek in the Lord. So basically trusting in Egypt instead of trusting in the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yet he also is wise, and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers, and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now, Egyptians are men, not of Yahweh, and the horses in their horses flesh, and not spirit. And when the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fall together. So basically trusting in Egypt, they're carnal. They're not spirit, And this relates to the nation of Israel making an alliance with Egypt. The verses I'm going to read, making an alliance with Egypt instead of trusting in the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And pretty much is a warning to Judah and the nation of Israel for making that allegiance with Egypt, man. I'm going to read down, I'm going to continue reading. For thus have the Lord spoken unto me, like as the lion and the young lion roaring on his prey. And when a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall the Lord of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion, and for the hill thereof. And as birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem, defending also he will deliver it, and pass it over, and he will preserve it. Turn ye unto him, from whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted. So they rebelled and revolted and pretty much betrayed, relating to trusting in the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. They trusted in the ways of Egypt, man. And that's continuing on to even today, man. They trusted in Egypt, man. A good example is this, was a verse I'm going to read in 1 Samuel 8, talking about we want a king over us, man. So they want a king over us. And fast forward today in this time, they want a king. They trusting in the kings, relating to these presidents that are selected, that are pre-selected, and look like they're elected. But so they trusting in the ways of men instead of Lord, man. Let's go to where was that? Number 7. For in that every day every man shall cast away his idols of silver, and his idols of gold, which your own hands have made into you for a sin, pretty much idol worship. Then shall the Assyrian fall with the sword, not of a mighty man, and the sword not of a mean man shall devour him, but he shall flee from the sword, and his young man shall be discomforted. And he, this last verse, and he shall pass over to his stronghold for fear, and his princes shall be afraid of the ensign, saith the Lord, whose fire is in Zion, and his furnace is in Jerusalem. And this relates, these chapters 1 through 9 of Isaiah 31 talk about Judah again warned against the alliance of Egypt, pretty much trusting in Egypt, man. because our people are trusting in the ways of men instead of Lord, man. That's why they're in the state of condition they are. I'm going to go to First of Samuel's 8 and 13. Start with First of Samuel's in 8th chapter. I'm going to read First of Samuel's. I'm going to start with 14. I'm going to read down to 13, and I'm going to go to 18 to 20. This is First of Samuel's 8. I'm going to read number 4. Then all the elders of Israel gathered themselves together and came into Samuel into Ramah. Number 5. And he said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in thy ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all other nations. So they want a king over them. Number 6. But the thing displeased Samuel when they said, Give us a king to judge us. And Samuel prayed unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people, which are the Israelites, and all they say unto thee. For they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me, that I should not reign over them. So they forgot what the Lord had done, the miracles that the Lord and the wonders and miracles that the Lord have done for the nation of Israel. They forgot about these things. So, and they rejected pretty much the Lord. Let's go to let me continue on. Number 8. According to all the works which they have done since the day I brought them out of Egypt, even into this day. So they forgot all the things that the Lord has done for them, man. And they worship these other gods and other idols, man. So it pretty much angered the Lord. Let's continue. According to all the works which they have done since the day I have brought them out of Egypt, even to this day, wherewith they have forsaken me, and served other gods, so they also unto thee. Number 9. And therefore hearken unto the voice howbeit yet protest solemnly unto them, and shew them the manner of the king that shall reign over them. Number 10. And Samuel told all the people, Samuel told all the words of the Lord unto the people that asked of him a king. 11. And he said, This will be the manner of the king that shall reign over you, and he will take your sons and appoint them for himself and his chariots, and to be his horsemen, and some shall run before his chariots. 12. And he will appoint captains over 1,000, captains over 50s, and he will set them to ear his ground, and to reap his harvest, and to make his instruments of war and instruments of chariots. And he will take your daughters to be confectionaries. Confectionaries pretty much confectionery relates to perfume, something that's sweet. Perfume, sweetmeats. Example verses will be Exodus 30 and 35, 1 Chronicles 9 and 30, 1 Samuel 8 and 13. So that represents whose occupation is to make or sell sweet meats. So their daughters are going to be like bakers and chefs that are going to make things that are spices and sweets and stuff like that. Let me go with that. 13. And he will take your daughters to be confectionaries, and to be cooks, and to be bakers. Now I'm going to jump down to 18. That word for confectionaries would be in Hebrew would be rakaha, rakaha, rakaha. And now 18 would be, I'm going down to 18. And he shall cry out into that day because of your king, which ye shall have chosen you. And the Lord will not hear you in that day. Nevertheless, the people refused to obey the voice of Samuel. And they said, Nay, but we will have a king over us. Number 20. That we also may be like all the nations, that our king may judge us and go out before us and fight our battles. So they want to be like these other nations. They took on these custom and tradition. They want to be like the other nations. They want a king to rule over them. And that's relating to pretty much them not trusting the Lord, not having faith in the Lord, not believing in the Lord. And otherwise they wouldn't be doing these things. So they forgot what the miracles and signs and wonders that the Lord has done upon them, as far as during their captivity, when the Lord rescued them out of their captivity to free them from their enemies, their adversaries. So they quickly get a quick amnesia about certain things, about what the Lord has done for them. Nevertheless, that number 9, the next chapter over, Saul will be chosen to be appointed as their king, as their king to rule over them. So the point is, relating to fast forward to now in this kingdom, our people 2/3 want to trust in Egypt, man. They want to trust in these politicians, these leaders, man, to lead them into a better life in this captivity. But they're going to find out that these leaders are not really for their interest, man. I guess they have to learn the hard way. These are just a few verses relating to Isaiah 31 and 1 Samuel 8, basically trusting in Egypt, man. So that being said, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yashar Bashem Rakadash, the Water Shalom. Thank you.